Namaste, again welcome to the Yoga with Gagan. So as I promised you in the previous video of the Surynamskar Asana, so I am back with the common mistake and some basic information of the Surynamskar Asana. So if you haven't seen my video yet, so just click on the I button and you can watch the previous video, the Surynamskar Asana part 1. Okay, so let's get started. So whenever you start the Surynamskar Asana, so it is very important to where you start. So always take a mat and in the top of the mat take a half foot gap from your mat. So first set your half foot, then raise your heels down, then take a foot there and legs together, feet together. Because in the Surynamskar Asana there are we performing some asanas to back to front and front to back. So there we need the area there to perform these asanas. Okay, so that's why you're taking a half foot gap from your mat. So legs together, feet together, and your hands this side of your thigh. Always remember here one thing. So whenever you stand in the Tadasana, so always your weight either goes on the front part of the feet or sometimes completely going to your heels, or sometimes only one side, right or left side. Make sure your weight going all four directions. Your hands beside of your thigh and look front. So here one more thing in the Tadasana. Always most of the time we will do a knee lock and overextending. Okay. So here try to keep your knee in the soft position. When we do the knee extended, so always our chest expanded too much front like this. And this will create too much pressure on your lumbar part and also in your neck, shoulder and even in your knees. So make sure always keep your knees to be in soft position and check the alignment here, your knees, ankles and your hips and your ear in one line and hands beside of your thigh. So this is your Tadasana Samastati. Now from here we are going to the position number 1 and it's the name of Pranamasana, prayer pose. One thing here, whenever you come to the position number 1 is the prayer Pranamasana. So always come to the prayer position with exhalation, not the inhalation. So how can you come to the prayer position? Look me one time. Hands side of your thigh, legs together, feet together. Inhale and exhale. Showing your palms front of your chest. And most of the time what we do here, palms pressing each other and it has created a little space between your finger. When we come to the prayer position, so generally we do the drop the shoulder in the prayer position. But always remember here in the Surynamskar Asana, try to your elbow in one line. If you're doing like this, so you can see the one beautiful mudra develop here. And it will help to open your shoulders blade. Okay, so always try to shoulder your elbow in one line and look front. This is your prayer position, Pranam Asana. So now from here, when we go to the Urdhva Hastasana. So what happened? Most of the people doing like this, like stretch the arms front up and they go back as much as they can do and drop the necks like this. So there lots of pressure coming on the lumbar part, also neck and also the shoulders part. Okay, so don't drop your neck here like this and also don't go too much. I'm not calling this is the wrong, but it's always paying attention how much pressure comes on the lumbar, how much pressure comes on the neck, how much pressure comes on the shoulder. Okay, so always make sure try to minimize this kind of the force. Okay, so what is the right way to go back? Look me first, hands front of your chest, then from here slowly first stretch your arms straight front, then go back. And it's not necessary to always look back. So don't drop your neck here, you can look up or look front, this is depending on you. So you can just look front, it is little easy and not coming too much pressure on your neck. So this is your Urdhva Hastasana. Then, okay, so now from here we are going to the Pada Hastasana. So what happens, most of the people doing like this, they bend forward and collapse like this. Okay, So don't do like this. If you're doing like this, so we don't realize that here is the lots of pressure develop here in our lumbar part and also in our neck. Okay, so what is the right way? First, extend the arms up. Look at thumb point. You can see your wrist to your thumb in one line. Then from here, slowly exhale. First, extend the arms front and try to maintain this distance. Then exhale forward and palms side. Always make sure here palms next to the feet and try to pull the belly in. You know, the most of the t-shirt says try to extend the knees, and sometimes you are struggling here. So what is the right way here? Try to first, if you want, so you can just bend your knee like this. Okay, as much as you want, but always remember here, extend the spine like this. Okay, so don't collapse your spine. Try to extend the spine, palms next to the feet, and pull the belly in. So this is your Padahastasana. Then from here, Asana Asana. Then from here, slowly kick your right leg back. You know, the most of the time when we kick the right leg back, right or left leg, so we don't reach the back side. And you know, when we don't reach the back, so this time, like if you are like this, so then after when you're pushing your hips down, so you know the knees is going front and whole alignment is going. Okay, so always give your first priority to your front descent. So always your front descent should be 90 degree and right foot out and look up. This is Asana Asana. The right way to go back, look first again, palm side of your thigh, then inhale, kick your right leg back, front descent should be 90 degree, then drop the right knee and move your right foot out and lift your chest or chin up. Okay, so your right toes pointed. So one more thing here, most of the time what happen here, our back foot is the dead. Okay, so when you are dead, back foot is the dead, so then whole weight comes on our knees, but it should be opposite here. So what do you do here? Try to press your back of the foot. Then your knees should be soft position. Okay, so this is the right way, pressing your back foot and your knees should be in the soft position. So in the Asana, when you're pressing the back of the foot, then it's release the lots of tension in our nervous, which is called aneurysm, and it's connect to our sciatica to into the sacrum. Okay, so pressing your foot, and this is Asana. Then from here, tuck your right toes under, lift your right kneecap, and kick your left leg back. This is your plank position. Always legs together, feet together, and here your wrist to shoulders in one line, and your shoulders to ankles in one line. And make sure look between your palms. And here, if you do this pose easily, then it will also improve your Ashtanga Vinyasa pose, the name of Chaturanga Dandasana. So, and also one more thing here. So don't do like this. You know, the most of the people when we practice in the sometime plank pose, so they performing like this and sometimes going up. So don't do like this. If you're doing like this, so it's coming up, little pressure develop on our waist part. So don't do like this. Always your extend your spine and your ankles to shoulder neck in one line. So in the plank pose, always make sure your shoulders to wrist in one line and also your shoulders to ankles in one line. And make sure always remember here your elbow facing each other, squaring your finger, and don't lock your chin. This pose will also help you to the Ashtanga Vinyasa pose is the called Chaturanga Dandasana. So it will help to also improve the Chaturanga Dandasana. From the plank position, first drop the knees on the ground. Then exhale, chest and chin on the ground. So this is your easy pose, Surynamskar Asana, and simple pose. Now from here, how can go to the Bhujangasana Cobra pose? You know, the most of the people doing like this, first drop the waist, move your, release the feet, then lift the chest, chin and shoulders up, and then look up. You know, the here distance changes, and also too much pressure comes on the wrist part. So when you're performing Cobra pose like this, then it's creating a lots of pressure in your entire skeleton. Okay, so don't do like this. Always, how can do the Cobra pose? First, slightly lift your chest, chin, shoulders up, Move your feet out and let's bend the elbow and look up. And your left feet should be active and look front. This is your Cobra Bhujangasana and shoulders away from your ear. Now from here, position number 8, Mountain Parvatasana. So in the mountain pose, first tuck your toes under, then pressing your palms onto your mat, lift your buttocks up higher and legs together, feet together. You know that most of the people, most of the time we're doing it like this. If we are a practitioner and we have a too much flexible, so we're going like this, like stretching the neck, chest, shoulders like this, fully forward, fully down. Okay, so don't do like this. You think about when we're practicing a 100 round of the Surynamskar Asana, 100 round. So think about your shoulder. Okay, so don't do like this. Always check your wrist to hips in one line and hips to heels in one line. And engage the core and try your neck between your arms and pull the belly towards the navel. This is your Parvatasana mountain pose. From Parvatasana to Asana, you know the most of the time we can't come to the straight away front and we're struggling here and we compromise here. Okay, so we just here. So what is the right way for you? So first, legs together, feet together, drop the knees like this, then you can see the big space here. Okay, then after slowly bringing the right foot forward and left foot out, Asana. Then tuck your left toes under, bring your left foot forward, Padahastasana. First extend the arms front, neck between your arms, then inhale, slowly move your hips front and go back and look front. So I'm not going to explain of this asana because I already explained you about this asana. Then from here exhale, join your palms front of your chest, Pranam Asana. Then exhale, side of your thighs and Samastiti Tadasana. Okay, so always take your time and check yourself and apply this on your yoga practice. This will help you grow up much better and deeper. So, and always make sure don't forget about the breath. So try to do the Surynamskar Asana with the proper breath. Okay, so thank you. See you in the next video. Take care all of you, and I hope you like my video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your family, friends, everyone. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Namaste.